Today we're going to learn about artist Dean Russo. He is a contemporary artist, meaning he's currently practicing. He lives in Brooklyn, New York, which is a part of New York City. He's famous for painting animals. He loves painting their expressions, and he says that he thinks you can see their energy and joy in his art. Today, we will make our own paintings of dogs inspired by Dean Russo. I'm going to walk you through the steps of drawing your own dog. Start with your dog's nose. The nose is shaped kind of like a triangle with two bumps cut out. The next step is going to be to add your dog's eyes. You can generally see the way a dog's feeling in their eyes. So I'm going to make two shapes. They're almost like an oval or a circle. You can leave a little spot white if you would like to show the way the light is hitting the dog's eyes. The next step is to go down below the nose. I'm going to make a U and then another U. This is the dog's snout. After making the snout, I'm going to make a line that connects around his eyes. So I like to do this with my finger a lot of times just to practice drawing. And when I'm using pastel, you can see the pastel kind of drags and leaves a faint line. Once you like it, trace over it with the pastel. The next step is to add the dog's jaw. The jaw goes below the snout. Finally, to make your dog really unique, you're going to make his ears. I want mine to be like my dog, so I'm going to make fluffy ears. So fluff, 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 almost like a cloud. My dog's a poodle, so he's kind of poofy, very cute. Then the other ear. The dog's ears generally are symmetrical. Sometimes they're asymmetrical. If a dog hears something, they can lift one ear. I'm going to make the beginning of his body, since it's just a portrait of a pet, and another line with a curve. Now I have an adorable dog drawing. Now that I have my drawing, I'm going to use paint. When I use the liquid tempera, I always rinse my brush and make X's on the sponge. I never use a stabbing motion on the sponge, just lines or X's. We are going to be making different colors on our dogs. So I'll start with this light blue, and I'm going to make an organic line. Then I'm going to fill behind that line with a color. So I'll fill that space with this blue. Then I'm going to simply continue dividing up my dog's face with organic lines and filling with color. You can make your dog symmetrical if you like, or you can make him asymmetrical. The choice is really yours. Now I'm going to be using color pastels to make patterns on my dog. Dean Russo used all types of patterns on his dog. You have a learning guide. The learning guide has many examples of different patterns you can use. You want to try to create contrast as you do this. So I'm going to pick a pastel color that will really pop compared to the paint color that I chose. You will continue to work this way until your dog is full of pattern. Now I'm going to use tempera cake to add color to my background. Tempera cake requires water. You take your paintbrush and you dip it into the water, then rub it around on the paint. You don't want to scrub it on the paint, just a swipe will do. When you do this, you wake up the paint. And when you notice that your brush matches the color of the paint, you'll know it's ready for painting. You do need to reawaken the paint throughout the process. So I need to go back into the water and add more every now and then. And you'll continue like this until your background is full. And finally, the last step is to re-outline my dog. Sometimes you lose some of your contrast when you cover up the paint as you're working. When you do this, you need to be very careful to go right over the lines you originally made. It will not look good if you sketch around. It should be a nice, dark, bold line that goes all the way around your dog. Now, my dog is looking very close to done. It's full of pattern and color. I think Dean Russo would love it.